Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduction, my name is Ilda Barhataini. My NPM 72021313 and my friend name Lestari Amalia. NPM 72021332. Here I will explain a film entitled Inside Job. Inside Job is a very interesting and good film that tells the story of investment. This film from College Filmation began showing in 2008 and involved parties who had a very strong influence on the American economy at that time in the form of investors, politics, commercial sex, journalists, and academics. The film Inside Job won an Oscar in 2011 through the category of Best Documentary. Features this film tells the story of the global financial crisis in 2008. Features extensive research and interviews. The film focuses on trends in the financial industry in the decade before the crisis, the political movement towards deregulation, and how complex trading developments such as derivatives markets allow for a greater increase in risk all a bust, which is widely formed to control risk or impeach. The vision of the case starts with the Islamic government derogating its economic policies. One of the policies is to private the three biggest banks there. The bank that borrowed 1,020 million, the time the country's GDP. The loan is a loan intended by a rich millionaire who has a business in the property sector. After property prices more than double and the company's stock price increased 9 times. Iceland's economy finally collapsed due to debt defaults and an uncontrollable bubble economy. This case is an appropriate case that represents what was happening to the world economy in 2008. In the 14 years since the Great Depression in the U.S., the U.S. has never experienced a crisis. This is because financial institutions are strictly regulated by regulation. Banks or other financial institutions are prohibited from engaging in speculative transactions. For example, the complex of investment banking in the year of 2017 partner invest a large amount of money and they are very conservative and careful about investing their money. However, this has changed since the diligence in the financial sector caused many financial institutions to go public, so that investment banking managed a lot of funds from the public. This becomes a moral hazard for investment banks to enter into speculative transactions. This diligence allegedly occurred because of the appointment of Donald Reagan, CEO of Merrill Lynch, a leading investment bank at the time, as Treasury Secretary.
The regulation of the financial sector is to allow banks to manage their customer funds in risky transactions. The deregulation of the financial sector was continued by Alan Greenspan, a leading academic in the field of economics who has been involved in cases of misuse of customary money which had caused the state to lose around $127 million. Robert Rubin, who served as Treasury Secretary, who has the CEO Infosbank, Goldman Sachs, and Larry Summers, a professor of economics at Harvard. From the background of these people, we can see that there is the possibility of special interests entering the regulation in the financial sector. At the end, the financial sector was divided into several giant companies, which, if one of them experienced financial difficulty, the economy as a whole would suffer. In fact, this was exemplified by the merger between Citigroup and Traveler Indeed by the Treasury Administration. The merger allowed this financial institution to put their customer funds into risky investment, which actually violated the law that was made after the Great Depression, namely Glass-Steagall Act. However, this was legalized by passing the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act in lieu of the Glass-Steagall Act. This very large bank can accumulate large amount of customer funds, enabling them to move the capital and financial market according to their wish. In addition, they are not worried if they experience financial difficulty because the bigger a bank, the more likely they are to be helped by the government if they have financial difficulty. Since the regulation in the financial sector began, many cases of white-collar criminals have occurred continuously. This is explained by the development of a complex financial product that we call derivatives. Investment banks claim that derivatives make the financial sector safer, but in reality, derivatives make the market unstable. Derivatives allow investment banking to bet on anything to get excess profits. Investment banking rejects regulation in the future market. This rejection is possible to realize given the many CEOs of investment banking who have important positions in government.